everybody, it's Kelsee Briana J, and today is the day where I have gotten my order and I'm doing my video overviewing the most important launch of the year. This is the Pat McGrath Divine Blush Collection launch, and in addition to that, she launched a new eye quad as well as new lip products and a new highlighter. So I've gotten my order in the mail today. Today is May 27th. I've gotten so many DMs from you all asking me, hey girl, where's your video? And I'm like, listen, I don't have my order yet, but the minute that I get my order, I promise you I'm going to rip into it and do my video, and that is exactly what I am doing. I was able to get my hands on a few of the blushes a little bit early from my Sephora, but I didn't have the entire collection until today. And so now we are going to dive into it. Like, I'm nervous because I know that you all watch my Pat McGrath videos. And I know so many of you all found me through my Pat McGrath videos. So I always like to take my time and do it right with my Pat McGrath videos. So I make it into an all-day event because we all love and respect Miss McGrath. The community has been waiting on this blush launch, and I know that she heard it because she even said on the website that this is her most requested release ever. That means more than anything else, we've been asking Auntie to make these blushes, and she finally obliged our request. And so I am holding in my hand the blush, and this is the packaging of the blush. It's very beautiful. I love purple, and I feel like I know where we're going next with the next mothership, because if you all recall, in the Divine Rose Kingdom, this has been the traditional packaging, right? It's been very pink, and the color stories for all of her products have been pink, but she gave us a little purple moment, and so I'm looking to see if she's going to give us a purple mothership. These blushes retail for $38 each, and again, there's 9 different shades, and there's 2 different finishes of blushes. And you all have to get into the design of the blushes because Auntie took it there. She gave us a rose embossed within the powder, and I think that that is the most gorgeous touch, and it is so aesthetically pleasing. Next, we have a new eyeshadow quad. This one is the Voyeuristic Vixen Quad, which I get tongue-tied with sometimes. I'm like, Voyeuristic Vixen? I have to stop and pronounce every syllable. But this quad retails for $58, and it comes in her traditional packaging as well. It has a mirror on the inside, and of course it has 4 different shades with different finishes of eyeshadow. So we have a sparkly special shade in here, so I'm really excited about that, in addition to the shimmery eyeshadows and a matte eyeshadow. So of course I'm going to walk you through my eye look where I used all 4 of the shades on my lid. Next, we have the Divine Glow highlighter, and this one costs $48, and it has a golden pearl hue to it. This is going to be in the demo as well. And the last thing that I picked up from the launch is the lipstick, and this one retails for $38, and it's in the matte trans formulation. Again, I will include swatches of everything at the end of the video, and I will also have timestamps of everything in the description box in case you need to skip ahead. So I hope that you all enjoy. I know that you all are so excited about this launch just like me. Don't forget to let me know what you picked up from this launch down in the comment section. I'm gonna apply the Dream Lover lipstick first. This is gonna give me a little bit of oomph. Beautiful. Eyes are primed and ready to go, so let's do this. I'm going to tap in here first. Get that really good matte brown and apply that very lightly in my crease, and then gradually begin to diffuse this shade upwards. So I'm applying the majority of this color right here in a concentrated manner, and then I'm just going to bring it up. And this is very pigmented. You see, I just dipped in there one time and I was able to get all of this. Go in with the light hand, and then if you need more, dip again. You can always build. So I'm just building this color up right in the crease, back and forth. So now I'm going to dip into this shade right here with the flat shader. Let's take that right on the lid, and again, this thing is so pigmented that you just need a little touch of it, and then arch out whatever shape you want to have on the lid. Let's dip into Twilight's Bronze. The names, so cute. Let's tap that right next to that color that I just applied on the inner portion, and continue this on. Again, I'm gonna bring it up to that crease and continue all the way across my lid. I'm going to leave a little bit of space here because I do want to go back with a little bit of that brown. This is gliding on so pretty. Gorgeous. After dusk with a tapered blending brush and re-intensify this color right in the crease. So the purpose of going in with the smaller blending brush is to be more precise with my color placement. And I'm also going to take just a little bit of this right on the outer corner on the lid and tie the look together. Let's go back into Moonlight Liaison. And I'm going to take that on the inner portion and wrap it around. And then let's dip into what I've been waiting to dip into, Rose Fire Nectar. And I'm going to take this shade all the way across the lower lash line. And I'm going to take my time and build this shade up. Boom. That's it. Here's the finished eye look. I think it's gorgeous. I love it. So now let's play with some blushes. These blushes are layerable, luxurious, legendary, blush like an icon. Pat's most requested launch ever, the instantly indispensable Divine Blush, creates a feather-light, long-wearing rush of couture color in demi-matte and satin finishes. It says it's ultra-fine and it delivers sensuously soft, brilliantly buildable application. All 9 shades build effortlessly from sheer to subversive, bare to bold to beyond, ensuring a wondrous wash of customizable color tailored to every skin tone and type. Next we have the Divine Glow Highlighter, and this one is a powder hybrid formulation. It feels very silky to the touch because it's infused with botanical oils, and it has a golden pearl hue to it. I always enjoy a good try on session where I'm just able to play and really dive into the products. But now let's talk about my final thoughts about this entire launch. And let's start off with the lipstick, which I have on right now. I love Pat McGrath's Matte Trance Lipstick formula. I feel like it's a really great formulation because it is a new age matte, which you all have heard me say that before. So what I mean by that is that it's matte in its appearance, but it doesn't feel matte or drying on the lips. It has a little bit of a sheen there, so I would say it's a demi matte formulation, and I think this color is really beautiful. It is a hybrid between being a neutral color and a pinkish color, and I love the way that it looks on my complexion. And if I needed to deepen it up to get a little bit more depth there, I could definitely go in with the lip liner and add that in, but I think the color is beautiful by itself, and it goes really well with the entire look and all of the products that I applied to my face today. Next, let's talk about this eye palette, which I think is straight fire. This is my favorite quad that Pat McGrath has made, I believe. I think that this is a beautiful addition to the Divine Rose Color Story family. And like I said, I thoroughly enjoy using it, especially this shade right here. Rose Fire Nectar just might be my favorite Pat McGrath eyeshadow that she's ever made. That's major. Major, darling. And I mean, from all of her mothership palettes to all of the quads to every single eyeshadow that she's ever formulated, I think this is the one for me. I love the way that it looks. It's so poppy, it's so vibrant, and I love the shift that it gives. It's just perfection, and I adore this quad. I almost feel like I want to get another one just so I won't be without this color, just because I love it that freaking much. I love the supporting colors, because I have to call them supporting colors because this one is the star. They help bring the look together, but this one right here, this one is Meryl Streep. Everything is formulated so beautifully, so smoothly, as per usual. I'm like, how does she keep outdoing herself? But she just keeps doing it. She is that talented. I love it. The highlighter, superb. I love the formulation of it. It's so smooth. This is my favorite type highlighter tone. It's a golden highlighter that leans a little champagne. So this is going to work on everybody's complexion. And lastly, that brings us to the blushes, the main star of the show. I am over the moon about them. I think that their design is gorgeous. I love the formulation of them, and I love the colors that she selected. I think these blushes are very pigmented for a blush. So I don't desire my blushes to have the same amount of intensity as I do for my eyeshadows. I prefer a blush formulation that is buildable, and that is exactly what she gave us. So these blushes can go from being sheer to being very intense if you build them up. So go in with a little bit on your brush, and I prefer a natural brush for these blushes because I feel like it just picks them up and blends them out the best. You don't have to drive your brush in there to get the pigmentation because it's going to give it there, and I actually don't recommend that you do that because if you drive it in there, you may kick up too much product, and you don't want to waste products. You just want to get enough for one application. So dip your brush, glide it on your face, dip again if you need to build more, because it's very easy to do that. Like I said, I love the colors that she selected. I feel like there's a great range here for everybody. The lighter shades obviously can work for lighter complexions, and the deeper shades can work for people who have deeper complexions, but I wouldn't be afraid to mix and match and go for a shade that you wouldn't ordinarily go for, because there's so much depth to the colors there that I was able to wear all 9. If you have a rich complexion, the only blush that I would probably not gravitate towards as fast is Flirtatious. But other than that, all of the other blushes would be beautiful on your complexion. And because there's 2 different finishes of the blushes, there's the demi matte and the satin blushes, you can also layer them to achieve different effects. So you can apply a demi matte blush down first and then go on top of it with one of the satin blushes, and that can function as your highlighter if you like. So I think that this is a very beautiful launch. This is what I love about the beauty community, when we all come together and collectively get excited about something, like we did with the Divine Rose 2 palette. It's just, you can feel the energy and you can feel the love that we all have for the beauty community, and I think it's such a beautiful thing. So I'm so happy to have all 9 shades of the blushes. I love the eyeshadow quad. I love the lipstick. I want to know what you all think about everything down below. And last but not least, if you have enjoyed yourself, make sure you subscribe to my channel for more videos and hit that bell to get notifications and to become a Kel Belle. So I will check you all in my very next video, which will be super, super soon. Smooches. Bye.